Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to another episode of Life with Shenita. I am Shenita Connolly, your host for this evening show, and we're going to celebrate some graduates. I'm so excited. Anytime I have the opportunity to celebrate accomplishments of others, it's exciting to me. And education is definitely near and dear to my heart. And so, again, welcome. Please like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast so that others will enjoy this show, a special show. We have elementary, we have high school, and we have college graduates. So it's going to be really exciting to have these individuals on this evening. And I am so excited because I know some of them personally. Well, all of them, well, most all of them I know personally, but I'm just so excited to just share the platform with these individuals who are our future leaders, and they're going to do great things on this journey called life. And so, Life with Shenita is here to encourage you to live a vibrant life beyond life's challenges. So, I have a special co-host this evening. Her name is Taja Billingsley. I was supposed to have a second co-host, but work called her in. So Taja and I are going to hold it down this evening. So I am going to bring Taja in, and she is going to host with me this evening, and we're going to have some fun. Good evening, Taja.
Good evening, Miss Shenita.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Wonderful. I'm so glad that you agreed to join me this evening, and I'm looking forward to us creating these memories this evening and celebrating the accomplishments of all of these young people, including yourself. You're a current student yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I
On your
am.
way to graduation.
I'm on my fourth year, so yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's just kind of talk about education. I have a quote that I want to share.
Mhm.
And it's a quote I'm sure that's familiar to many of you all out there. And it's by Nelson Mandela. And he said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And we do believe that, right, Taj?
Yes, ma'am.
Education is the first step for people to gain the knowledge, critical thinking, empowerment, and skills they need to make this world a better place. So we have some people who are moving on up, including yourself. So let's kind of talk about education from a personal perspective in our homes. Let's
Hmm.
travel down memory lane. Let's talk about what was it like when you were a child, when uh, your first experience with school, leaving the home. Were you always in school outside of the home? What was that like for you?
um. So yeah, with my schools, it just so happened that a lot of what we did was the goal for my schools were to basically expose us to different types of things like music class, different types of art classes. I was at this charter school, and every 6 weeks we would change to something new. So we had martial arts one time, we had Alvin Ailey, dance company. They sent a dancer
Yes,
to us,
I
and we
love.
learned some dancing techniques and whatnot. We also uh, I learned how to do songwriting and everything. We did performances, and yeah, it was really cool. So getting to explore these different fields and whatnot, it helped me creatively. um, but I was also put in a lot of science related or STEM related programs, which definitely helped me figure out where I wanted to go in regards to a career. So yeah, right now I'm in school at FAMU. My major is biological system engineering. I call it the jack of all trades majors because we take pretty much all the sciences out there, and we basically have to combine that in our field to solve some pretty unique problems. So yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome. And let me share just a little bit about who you are. Your parents are Tamika and Daryl Billingsley.
Mhm.
and you reside in McDonough, Georgia. And as you said, you're a fourth year student at FAMU University. Biological systems engineering is your major.
Yes.
21 years old, and your future goal is to get a professional engineering license,
Yes.
attend grad school,
Mm-hmm.
and to be an engineer with the USDA.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I think that's to be commended. So, congratulations to you on your journey.
Thank you.
One of the things when we were talking about traveling down memory lane as it relates to education, I grew up in a private school, Catholic school, and I remember my dad would tell the teachers, I need you to treat these kids as if they were your own, which meant we could get paddled. I'm sure you guys probably don't remember any of those paddling days. You guys probably escaped that. But when I was coming up, we could be paddled. And so I used to look at my parents and think, like, really? You're going to give somebody else the permission to but I understood later that my parents really wanted us to do well
Mm-hmm.
educationally, because my dad had only a third grade education, and so to him education was um, a way to have a better life compared
Mm-hmm.
to what he had. So I learned to appreciate that. But yeah, when I travel down memory lane, I think about those paddling.
Ooh.
You have any fun memories?
Let me think. Yeah, I was in a program called Girls in IT,
Mm-hmm.
in a program called Ladies Learn to Lead. So it was pretty fun because we got to do like these, I guess, what's it called? Not we did workshops, but we also stayed on like FSU's campus,
Mm-hmm.
and it was different. Being from home, not being at home, being with other girls, and
Mm-hmm.
just being able to like really talk and just hang out, and not have
Mm-hmm.
to worry about my parents being there.
Right.
You just hanging out.
Right.
But yeah, I got to make some cool friends. That I still talk to this day. So
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
And Florida State University on their
Yep.
campus, right, in Tallahassee.
Yep.
That's down the street from where I grew up in Pensacola, Florida.
Wow. Yeah.
So I have lots of friends that went to FAMU. That was the school.
Yep.
Yes. So historical Black college and university. So, okay. So let's get this little celebration started, and let's introduce some of our little graduates to the audience. If you would share who we have joining us tonight.
All righty then. So we have Bryson Bivens. His parents are Walter and Brittany Bivens Jr. He is from Pensacola, Florida. He attends Pensacola Christian Academy. He is 5 years old. He wants to be a construction worker and a farmer. Mommy says engineer, so but he just doesn't know it yet. Um, come on down to Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. We have many engineering degrees. And the thing is, my major is called Biological System Engineering. Another name for it is called Agricultural Engineering. So if you're interested, I'm just saying, come on down. You can be a
You
rep.
got it, right?
Yep.
You
Yep. Our next graduate is Wesley Tucker. His parents are John and Raven Tucker. He resides in McDonough, Georgia. He attends Timber Ridge Elementary. He is 6 years old and he wants to be a doctor. We need more doctors. Yes, yes.
and doctors of color.
Of course, always. Uh,
Yes.
yes. Our next graduate is Kylane. Her parents are Casey. Her mom is Casey Chackle. She resides in Conyers, Georgia. Her school is Eagles Landing High School. Her minor is in information technology. She's 18. She wants to go to Clayton State University, and her future career would be cybersecurity and or network engineering. Okay,
We
that's
need
good.
that, right? With
Yes,
all this that's
definitely.
happening today, we need that.
There's a lot of money in tech right now.
Hmm.
So,
Especially cyber security.
mhm.
Hmm.
Yes, all of that. Anything with tech. So
Yes.
go and get your bag, girl. Our next graduate is Ashley Williams. Her parents are Michelle Purdue Williams and Aaron Williams. She resides in Hyattsville, Maryland. She graduated from Howard University, Kathy Hughes School of Communications. She got her bachelor's in TV and film. I need to network with you.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes.
Yep. She got her minor in sociology. She is 23 years old. She may be interested in pursuing a master's in sociology at another HBCU, FAMU, in the future. And she wants to pursue a future career in radio and TV production. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. She could really coach Miss Shenita on some things too, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Next person, Brianna Benton. Her parents are Myron and Anita Benton. She resides in Stockbridge, Georgia. She graduated from Georgia Southern University, Armstrong campus. She double majored. Get this? Okay.
Yes.
In communication sciences and disorders and Spanish. Oh, okay.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I only took 4 years of Spanish, but she went all the way through.
Yeah. She could make now. She'll get a bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're definitely looking for people who are bilingual. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And her future education and career goals. She wants to go on to grad school to gain knowledge and tools on how to become a bilingual speech language pathologist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to know more about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. All right. Okay then. Keith, our next graduate is Keith Lavonte Rogers. His parents are Lavinia Jackson and Keith Rogers. Okay. He lives in Forest Park, Georgia. He graduated from Georgia State University. His major is geology. He's got his certifications in hydrology and geographic information systems. Okay. He's 26.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, these are some interesting graduates.
Yes.
He was accepted in the master's program at Georgia State University, where he will be, obtaining his master's in geology. His future career. He wants to pursue a career in forest management, so he can manage maintaining forests for future generations to enjoy. We definitely need that.
Yes, we need that. So I'm excited about the potential of these amazing graduates.
Yeah.
So congratulations to each and every graduate here tonight and those out there everywhere. So we're going to bring our youngest one in first because we're only going to keep him for a short period of time so he can get back to doing great things that 5-year-olds do. So I'm really excited about this young man because he's my great nephew. He is great nephew because his mom is my great niece. So I'm really excited to have Bryson. And so we're going to bring Bryson in to have a little conversation with us. Hello, Bryson.
Hello. Speak up. Hi. Speak up.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. So we're excited about you graduating from kindergarten and going on to first grade. Can you tell us what that's been like for you? Like, are you excited about graduating and moving on to first grade? Tell us about it.
Are you excited about going to first grade?
Mm-hmm.
Tell her about kindergarten.
What was kindergarten like?
Fun.
It was fun? And tell me what's your teacher's name, or what was your teacher's name?
Speak up.
Mrs. O'Mara.
Speak up louder.
Mrs. O'Mara.
Okay, so was she a nice teacher?
Look at your camera.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
She was fun?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she teach you a lot? Did you learn a lot? You did?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So I saw you in your cap and gown. So you had a ceremony, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So we just wanted to bring you on and kind of talk about your journey for in kindergarten and congratulate you. And Taja is going to ask you a question about attending school during this pandemic.
So, what was your overall experience? Just learning, being online. What was that like?
Was he online, Mom?
Did you go to school online or did you go to the classroom?
I went to the classroom.
Oh, okay.
So you were in class.
Okay.
That's awesome. So you didn't have to deal with online learning.
In K4, we did for a little bit, but not kindergarten.
Okay, awesome. Well, congratulations, Bryson. We see a bright future for you, right, Taja?
Yeah, I hear mommy says you're gonna be an engineer and don't know it yet.
Yeah.
And a farmer. Did I hear Mom say you want to be a farmer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, that's exciting. We need more Black farmers.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Come on down to Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
FAMU in Tallahassee, Florida.
Yep.
Tell your mom to take you on a tour of FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. So congratulations again, Bryson, and we are so happy that you joined us this evening.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
And I have something special for you that I'm going to send to your mom via Cash App for you to go shopping.
Thank you.
What?
Did he say wow?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can tell he knows how to spend dollars.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
I like your hat.
I like that too. Captain Marvel.
You want to tell me too? Oh, I told him I prompted him because I thought you guys were gonna ask him what his favorite subject was. So he was very
Yes.
interested about his favorite subject at school.
Well, tell us about your favorite subject.
Art and Bible.
Say it again.
Art and Bible.
Oh, art and Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So can you recite a scripture for us?
You want to do Psalms 23?
No.
The Lord is my shepherd. Go ahead.
Psalms 23.
Say it loud, and we're gonna go shopping for real. Say it. I'll say it with you.
Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff. They comfort me, thou preparest the table before me, in the presence of my enemies. The waiteth my head will oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalms 23.
Awesome. Way to go, Bryson.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm so glad that you joined us. Great job. I'm so glad that you joined us. And congratulations to you as you continue to become more educated so that you can become that farmer.
Say yes, ma'am.
T. Shenita loves you, and I'm going to send something to your mommy, okay?
Say thank you.
All right. You want to hold on while we bring your little cousin Wesley on?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Taja, we have Prince Wesley. So he has to come off mute. You have to come off mute, Wesley.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
So, we're so happy that you joined us. We wanted to congratulate you for completing kindergarten and on your way to first grade.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
So,
I just graduated.
yes, I'm so proud of you, big guy. So, you see Bryson, your cousin Bryson? So tell us,
Hi.
Wesley, we know that you want to become a doctor. So tell us what your favorite subject was in school.
My favorite what?
Subject.
Subject.
What did you like in school?
We do arts and crafts. Which is art.
So art was your favorite subject?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So you're creative. You're going to be a creative doctor one day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So Taja, do you have a question that you? I'm sorry. Say that again, Wesley.
I love to help people.
You love to help people. That is so good. I love that about you.
And I love to take care of them when I'm a doctor.
Okay. So that's why you're going to be a great doctor. You really care about people. So Taja, do you have something you want to ask Wesley?
Why is school important to you? Thank you.
Wesley?
Huh?
Why is school important?
I can't hear you.
Why is school important to you?
Because we guys will focus on our work.
So school helps you focus on your work and helps you do well or helps you learn?
Mm-hmm. Helps me do everything I need to do.
Okay. Awesome.
And did you have to learn online or did you have to go in person to school?
I have to do virtual.
Oh, okay.
Because of the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm. And how was your overall experience?
Good.
Okay, good.
So you like virtual school?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations again to you, Wesley, and to you, Bryson. Wesley, I'm going to send something to your mom for you to go shopping too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Nana loves you, and you guys are awesome. I can't wait to see what the future has in store for both of you.
My birthday's coming up, and I'm going to be turning 7.
Okay. Awesome. Way in November, huh?
Well, happy early birthday.
Well, happy early birthday, Wesley.
Thank you.
And congratulations again, Bryson and Wesley.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys take care.
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was too cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The little people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to bring in our next graduate, who is a high school graduate from Eagles Landing High School. So let's bring Ms. Kaya in. Good evening, Kaya.
Good evening.
How are you this evening, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. So let's talk about this huge accomplishment, this milestone that you have just crossed. So I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. You are on your way to limitless goals and a beautiful future. And I saw that you were blessed with a car, your first car. Is that right?
Yes.
So beep, beep, watch out. Congratulations on all of those accomplishments. So, we had a couple of questions that we wanted to ask you, and Taja is going to lead the way with the first one.
Okay. So Kaya, what was your favorite part of school or your educational journey?
My favorite part was the experience and the accomplishments I've made during the school year with being able to graduate with an associate's and a certification in culinary.
So Kaya, you're over there cooking?
Yes.
Kaya, now I need to be invited to dinner. That is awesome. Associate's degree as well as your high school degree. You are rocking it out, girlfriend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Taja?
So was it a ServSafe certification?
Yes.
I got mine too. Some people say it's like one of the hardest certifications, to get.
It didn't take long.
Hey, that's what I said too. But I guess some people say it's kind of challenging to get that type of certification. But yeah, congrats.
Yes, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really good to have when working in a restaurant. So yeah. So why is education important to you?
Education is important because it does open your mind to a world of new possibilities and experiences, and it just prepares you for everything possible needed.
Awesome. And it does indeed.
Yes.
Yes. And they have this saying, your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And it truly is true. I mean, it is a true statement. And so many people don't take advantage of education in the manner in which they should, because it does open up a whole world. So kudos to you. Taj?
Why did you choose the, career path you're about to pursue?
I chose it because being in a pandemic is hard for especially high school students and college graduates, because being over a computer all the time, it hurts our eyes, and dealing with that is a little bit difficult. So I feel like with our world being more technology based, it'll help a lot more, especially with people that aren't essential workers are losing their jobs, such as restaurant owners or anything like that. I feel like technology will be our future, and I'm glad I can pursue that career.
And is your mom in that field as well?
Yes.
Yes. So you've had some exposure, in that technology world. So you understand the importance of it. You understand what that career may look like. And I think I saw that you said was it cyberspace?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. So I'm sure it's going to be needed. So you will probably, Taja, you said something about go get your bag. She will have a good bag, and she's cooking too and baking. She'll never be without resources financially. Yeah. So kudos to you, Kaya. You rock.
Thank you.
So really, really proud of you. And congratulations to you on your journey. And thank you for joining us. And I have something I'm going to send to you as well when the show is over. Your uncle is out there, Uncle Jonathan. Your mom, they're watching. And I think Chyla. So I just wanted to share, they got some kudos out there for you. So congratulations. I am super, super proud of you.
Thank you.
Anything you want to share with us about your journey? Anything you want to share to inspire others?
Over my high school journey, it has been difficult, especially in the beginning. But over time, I learned new experiences and opened my mind to more things and how I can change the world in my perspective.
Awesome. So you want to encourage them to keep pushing. Yes. Push through the challenges, right?
Yes.
Because there are many. Life has many on this journey, but the goal is to continue to push through the challenges so that you can see the outcome, the possibilities, your goals that you aspire to reach. But if you quit, you definitely will not see them, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So I'm so proud of you, and thank you for hanging in there.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. Was that not cute?
Yeah.
High school graduate with the dual certificates and diploma. My oldest daughter graduated dually as well, as a CNA and then college prep. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Go Kaya.
Yeah, it's always good to have different avenues of which
yes.
Go,
Yes. So we have now our college grads. So we're going to bring them in together and just kind of, you know, really talk about this journey because I'm sure they have something to say, don't you? Because I'm sure that this journey since high school, they have some wisdom that they've learned. I'm sure they want to thank some people, like some parents and some friends and some siblings, some teachers. So let's bring in our college graduates. And I am going to bring in the first one, who is the baby bison. She and her sisters all went to Howard University. All of them are graduates from Howard University, and so she's the baby of the pack. And so I'm so proud of this family, these three sisters, and their future and their journey. I feel like they're family to me. So I'm really super proud of Ashley, and so we're gonna bring her in and meet Ashley Williams. Good evening, Ashley.
Hello, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And we're going to bring in the next two college graduates so that we can have this round table together. So we're going to bring in Miss Brianna Benton and Mr. Keith Rogers. They actually are vacationing in the West Coast in California. So they're sitting back in the sunshiny state, just chilling by the pool or under the tree, where I would love to be right about now. So we're going to bring them in and congratulate them too. So congratulations to all three of you on your accomplishments. I am so very proud of you all.
Thank you.
I feel like I just feel like your family, especially Brianna and Ashley, watching you guys as little girls grow up, and now you are college graduates on your way to your future, your goals.
Yes, it's still kicking in for me. Even though graduation was about 2 weeks ago, it's kind of like I was explaining to my friends how life has been each step, next step, next step. Now it's kind of like the world is my oyster, and it's a different feeling. It's a liberating feeling. However, it can be intimidating. But the fact that I know that I have control over my narrative it's good. It's a good feeling.
Yes, I love the fact that you have control over your narrative. You have control over the direction in which you go. You have options. You have people who have really set the path for you. So, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm super proud of you. So hold tight while we talk to Keith and Brianna. Let's see here. So Keith and Brianna. So I know you guys are kicked back and relaxing and enjoying your vacation. So tell us a little bit about where you are, your journey, what you're feeling like.
Well, I'll go first. So I feel like it won't. I kind of feel like actually like it hasn't hit me yet. I feel like it won't hit me until August when, like I would be heading back to school, and then plot twist I'm not. But I'm pretty much just enjoying the moment. Kind of like reflecting on my years at Georgia Southern and also before that, but really just like thinking back about how I've, overcome a lot of challenges and how I've, developed overall and just become a better human being in the last 4 years.
That's awesome. And you were Miss Georgia Southern, is that correct?
I won homecoming queen for Armstrong campus in November.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
Thank you. And I bow.
So Keith, tell us about you. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
As far as my college experience, I feel a little bittersweet. Of course, like the bitter part is like this journey has taken me a long time, and like I had like a lot of like tribulations going through it, but like I'm like happy that I'm going on to the next chapter of my life. So that's just pretty much like my overall feeling. It's just a bittersweet feeling.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations again to all three of you all. And Taja is going to ask all of you all some questions.
Okay, so why is education important to you all? Specifically, why did you pick the careers that you wanted to go into? I guess.
Ashley?
Oh,
So why is education important to me? It's always been something that's been in the forefront of, my childhood. Uh, I come from an intelligent family, and so who oftentimes have intelligent conversations, and also being able to see my oldest sister at the age of 3 or so attend Howard, and then see my older sister Kimberly attend. It's always been in my face, and so it's kind of always been there. So um, I've never really thought about like why it's important to me. It just always has been. And I would say the reason why I chose the field I chose, I did go to Georgia State for 2 years, and then I transferred to Howard. And while I was at Georgia State, I was under an interdisciplinary studies major, and I had to choose something when I went to Howard. And so I thought, I always enjoyed recording and filming my friends whenever we're having a good time. And plus, I was in charge of the broadcasting department in my high school. And so I really enjoyed the editing process. And so I was like, I think I could major in that, but also sociology. Living in society, it's a lot of things that we often question, especially as me, like for me as a Black woman, a lot is working against me. And so I like to get to down to the nitty gritty of why society is the way it is, and get an understanding so that I can tell stories through television, film, and radio, like sharing the stories of others, myself. And I feel like there's some people out there doing, there's Issa Rae's, and then, there's the Tyler Perry's. But, I want to be able to join them and have my own spin and my own content. So that's the reason why I chose my field.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you. Yes, yes. Brianna.
Okay, so for me, I think education is important because it really just opens up your mind and it teaches you a lot about yourself. So, like, yeah, the book information is important, but also learning about who you are, how you work, like how you work as a team, how you work as an individual, what works for you, what doesn't. Just learning about like how you will be, or like kind of like a peek into how you would be in the workforce. I think that's important. And as for why I chose this field, I don't know. I really just stumbled upon it. I was kind of at a crossroads between just graduating with my Spanish degree or tacking something on with it. And I just like went down the list of my school and was like, okay, I don't see myself doing that. And then I just like did a lot of research on all the things that I could see myself doing. And I ended up choosing like the program for speech language pathology, which is basically just speech therapy as people know it.
Mhm.
And also, I think it's important to note that there aren't very many people who look like me in the field. As of 2020, when they sent out their last like numbers, I believe the percentage was about 94 or 95% Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
And so really I just wanted to see how I could fuse my two majors together and, you know, help people in that field. So that's how I came up with becoming a bilingual SLP, because there really aren't that many. And I think it's important to, you know, be able to help a wider range of, you know, clients and people and just many different communities. It's important to, like, you know, broaden your net, be able to cast a bigger net.
Mm-hmm. And two, I think when you have that Spanish tacked on, you're going to be really sought after, you know, with that piece added to the speech pathology, you know, because I see a lot of speech pathologies in the field that I'm in, education, you know, and so you're right. There probably are not very many African American or Black pathologists out there. So I'm glad that you will be able to infuse your talents and your gifts into that population and teach Spanish to Black children.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So
Thank
Keith,
you.
yes. So Keith, tell us a little bit about the same questions.
So I just think that education is important just because it provides you the freedom to go where you want to go. Without education, like your where you can go in life is somewhat limited, but with it, it's like limitless. So that's why I think education is important. And as far as my major, I've always been someone interested in nature. Growing up, I always played in the creek. I always catch tadpoles, grasshoppers, butterflies, you name it, fireflies. I always was like into nature, so it was only natural for me to go into something that was like representative of like the earth. So that's pretty much why I chose my major. I actually started off as a chemistry major because like my mom was putting in my head that I was going to be a pharmacist, but I had took a geology class on a limb, and my teacher, he was like, "Oh, you know, you're really good at this. You should think about switching your major to this and whatnot." And then he took me on a couple of field trips, and I just never looked back after that.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Taja, what other questions do we have for these smart, intelligent graduates?
Yeah. So, how did COVID affect your learning experience overall?
Well, for me,
Mhm.
you know, being a TV and film major, sociology, COVID hit during my peak major courses when I was, you know, supposed to be in labs. And so being virtual kind of hindered the learning experience because I wasn't able to tangibly be hands-on with equipment and being in studios. And honestly, just working as a team, because a lot of TV and film is teamwork. You have to have your directors, your ADs, your camera operators, everyone. And for me, doing my thesis, I was everybody, and I didn't get a chance to, you know, experience certain things the way I wanted to. Also, just the experience of being on campus, like college virtually is literally just school without the experience. So that kind of was a bummer. I was separated from my friends unexpectedly. There was one week we were gearing up to go to spring break, and literally the week before, by Wednesday, they're like, y'all have to leave and y'all can't come back. And it's just like, wow. So there's some people, some of my closest friends that I haven't seen since March of 2020, just due to the pandemic. But I do believe that it has forced me to be innovative with how I got my education and how I went about, you know, finishing certain tasks. It also taught me about myself, how I process things mentally, how, virtual school is something that I've never done before. So I had to adjust to that. It's a lot that played into this experience. I'm thankful for it. I wish it went differently. However, I do believe that I gained certain growth that I wouldn't have gained if it didn't happen,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely, because when I think of the pandemic, I think of how we had to pivot. And if you were successful in pivoting and adjusting, and Ashley, I know your family is a military family, and so for me, being a military wife for years, we had to adapt and adjust when we moved to Germany and moved to California, moved to North Carolina. So you had to adapt, adjust quickly. And so this pandemic reminded me of that experience. And so I was okay mentally, because I think my experience, as you're talking about now, years to come, you'll be able to say, because of COVID-19, I'm able to navigate and pivot and adjust and adapt to certain situations because of that experience. So for me, my military journey helped me adjust and adapt. So mentally, I was okay during the pandemic. So that's a good thing. We're able to learn from that. So Brianna, Keith, thank you, Ashley.
So for me, COVID-19 really, it of course, like for everybody, it came as a surprise. And even now, just thinking about it, it's always like, did that really happen? Like, if I don't know, it was just such an interesting time. But being able to, say, like Ashley said, like I was able to adjust and I was able to overcome, because that wasn't a huge obstacle. I remember like the first week of like we were like going to have Zoom classes and whatnot. I remember like the very first day that we were supposed to have classes, my computer just said, "Girl, I'm not doing anything," and she crashed and she died. May she rest in peace. So it was just like one thing after another, and I didn't let any of that stop me. I'm just like, okay, go to the library, get a laptop, and just do what you do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just like you just keep rolling. I feel like I've always been one to kind of roll with the punches, but COVID, she really did her thing. She taught me a lot, because it was just so unexpected. But it's just like you just keep moving, and you have to always have. I'm not saying that everything is always glitter and rainbows, but trying to keep a positive attitude is very important. Me and my friend, we would like wake up every morning and we would do a gratitude challenge, like during COVID, like at the height of COVID, we would do a gratitude challenge and we would meditate every morning, just to, kind of kicks or curb some of the, anxiety with everything that was going on. And it was just really important to stay connected with her. We would FaceTime like all day.
We used to do homework on FaceTime.
Yeah, see, we would like, I would
Yes.
just eat, breathe, sleep
Awesome.
on the computer or on my phone, just like trying to make it through, because it is really difficult. Like I feel like I don't work in my house, like in terms of schoolwork. I have to be somewhere else, like in a learning environment, in order to thrive. And I feel like that adjustment was probably the hardest for me, just because it's like I'm cooped up in this shoebox at school. I'm just not feeling it. Okay. But,
Right.
Having my friends on FaceTime, and, we would even do like Google Meet. We would do everything we needed to do in order to
They
not
saying.
allow any of us to fall by the wayside. So I really do appreciate my friends for, being my, you know, support
Or,
system, and just motivating me, and just keeping me through that, because nobody knew how it felt unless they were in that situation, like
right.
being in school and having to just switch gears so fast. Like we had a cruise plan, that we had a cruise plan like right before, and we were supposed to go like right after, and we were like, this is really happening. We were like, what? We're
Yes.
supposed to be on the beach.
Yeah, so my 25th birthday, we were supposed to go on a cruise, and like right before we left, like it was just like canceled because of COVID.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it really put a damper on a lot of plans for a lot of people. I'm just so glad we were able to overcome. And Keith, share with us that same thought in terms of why education is important and why you, how the COVID affected you.
So like COVID affected my learning style just because I'm pretty much the same as Brianna. Like I don't do homework at home. I don't do any type of classwork at home. I pretty much do everything in the library. So like whenever I have homework, classwork, I'm at school doing my stuff. So like working from home was definitely pretty challenging for me just because like my home situation is very chaotic. It's a lot of folks living in my house. So it's like always a lot of noise. It's very hard for me to focus. So I'm really proud of myself for being able to buckle down and, just get through those assignments with like everything that was going on. As far as like, it also like COVID because I work as well. So COVID definitely like impacted my work life. At one point, I was furloughed. So I was, I had that anxiety of like, oh, how I'm going to pay my bills and all these other issues was going on. So it was like compounded interest with like school and then with my work life. So that was pretty much like the biggest issues. But, a year later, we're doing fine. I'm thriving. So it's better now.
Well, I am so proud of you all for just sticking and staying and being creative. So I have something for you guys too that I'm going to send to you guys at the conclusion of the show. But I know we're closing in on the hour. So I want you guys to share a quote or a piece of advice that you would share to someone that's maybe going through trying to finish school. Would you take just a minute each and share your heart in a way that would help someone else continue to push through whatever challenges that they may be dealing with? Brianna?
I would say that even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, there is light there, and that it gets better because last semester I was taking like 6 classes, and I'm like, who told me to do this? Like, what is happening? But it's just like you just like we all said, just being able to adjust, just sticking to your course and doing the things that you need to do. Like I will always say, like, because having 6 classes, you always have things to do. So I will always say to myself and my friends, like, do what you can and leave what you can't, because we're just human. We are not we are not machines. We are not, a factory full of thousands of people. We are only one single person. And sometimes it's hard to keep that in mind. So it's just like, just remember that you are a human and you deserve, kind words to yourself. You deserve love. You deserve sleep. You deserve, healthy food, exercise if you're into that kind of thing. You just deserve all those things. And don't take away certain things from yourself just because you did not complete task on your task list or whatever. Just do what you can and leave what you can't. And just, just prioritize everything that you have to do, and you'll make it through.
Awesome. Thank you. I couldn't have said it any better. Ashley?
So I have about 4 pieces of advice I can give. One's from my parents, 2 are from my sisters, and 1 is from me that I can say after my experience. My parents, I would say, keep all your receipts. Just keep all your receipts when it comes to dealing with financial aid, the bursar, your professors, emails. Keep your receipts. That's all I have to say. 2, my oldest sister, when I was going off to school, I believe I was just going off to Georgia State, I think. She was just saying, like, you have a good head on your shoulder. You know what's right and what's wrong. So just say yes more often. Whenever there's an experience that presents itself, just say yes, even if it's like a party. If somebody like a new friend comes up and say, hey, there's a get together, you want to go? You never know who you might meet and rub shoulders with. I know a lot of my friends from just saying yes to being social. And so I would say that. Three, my other sisters said one of the main things, what I feel like most HBCU and Howard students say, don't take no for an answer. Just like, if you need something, make it work. That's literally how I got my degree, because Howard tried to they really gave me the runaround. They tried to keep my degree many times, but talking to the right people, making the right networks, you will get the answer that you seek for if you work hard for it. And then for me, I have to say is just take care of yourself. Like, it's a lot of work. There's going to be times that are hard. Even if you feel like you're on top of the world, I say, like, therapy is something that oftentimes campuses offer. And I didn't necessarily take advantage of it pre-COVID. I wish I would have. But I will say there are times where, sometimes you need to talk to someone that is, outside of your life, just to debrief about your emotions, because there's a lot of emotions that come with being at this age, during this transitional stage of going from high school to adulthood. And, it's very important to take care of your mental, spiritual, and physical health, like Brianna said. Mm-hmm.
I could not have said that any better. May is Mental Health Month, and I am pro therapy. Get what you need so that you can be what you desire to be. So thank you, Ashley, for saying that. Last but certainly not least, in our guest, because Taja, I'm going to have you to share a piece as well. So Keith, if you would quickly share a quote or a piece of advice with the audience.
My piece of advice would just be, just tell the universe what you want and it will give it to you. Like, a lot of times, we tell ourselves what we want, but we don't necessarily speak it into existence. We kind of just leave it within inside ourselves. But if you speak it out loud, you're putting that energy out there where you can receive it and it'll actually happen. So that's my advice to people.
I believe that, Keith. I believe that. Thank you. I believe that. Taja, what would you say if you had to give a piece of advice to someone? I know you're still in school finishing up your degree, but I'm sure there are many experiences that you have encountered and lessons learned that you would be able to share some wisdom with someone out there.
Yeah, I guess everybody said something I was thinking about saying, but one thing that I constantly do is challenge myself. You won't grow if you don't challenge yourself, or you have to be willing to learn something new, because it can definitely open up opportunities if you're willing to learn something. There are always going to be people who will be willing to help if you just ask. So definitely go for it, because you never know what's out there for you. So yeah.
Absolutely. Ask for what you need. My mother taught me that at a young age. So many of my friends will say, Miss Shenita is not afraid to ask. And I love the fact that someone said, and I think it was Ashley, don't accept no for an answer. If you know that that is not the answer, don't accept it. Keep going until you get what it is that you need. And so speak it to the universe. I am going to meet Tyler Perry. I am going to meet Oprah Winfrey. I'm not sure what your I am going to be or do is, but I want you guys to speak those things, as Keith said. Speak those things until they are reality for you. So again, congratulations to all of you beautiful young people. I am so proud of you all. And I look forward to more encounters like this, because I am adding Ashley to my network. Brianna. So if I call you guys to host the show, I know that they'll be in good hands. So I just truly congratulate you again. Send me your Cash Apps, because I truly want to bless you guys as you continue your journey, and enjoy California, Keith and Brianna. Stay safe, have lots of fun. Ashley, enjoy wherever it is that you are doing and whatever it is you're doing. Taja, thank you so much. You have done so well. I just appreciate you so much for jumping in to co-host with me tonight and bringing your flavor. And I just love you guys. So thank you all. Continue to be the light. All of you. And Taja, send me your Cash App too.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. You have a wonderful evening.
Bye, you too.
Bye-bye. Thank you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that celebration of those amazing young people. As always, we want to encourage people to live a vibrant life beyond life's challenges. We know that we're going to have them, but it is up to us to choose to live regardless to our circumstances. So I want to congratulate again those amazing young people, as well as everyone else out there who is graduating or has graduated in recent months. Take care. And we will see you next week. And we will be talking with the superintendent of Clayton County Public Schools about the educated child and the importance of education. So I'm super excited to talk to Dr. Morsees Beasley about the educated child, sharing some tips with parents, grandparents who are raising grandchildren along the journey. Cheers. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.